Well, the future disruptions. See, today we've got AI companies, which are software companies, who have their own drug discovery teams. I mean, I couldn't believe this one if it was like 2 years back. You don't need to be a pharmaceutical company to discover a drug. Kind of sounds very, very abnormal, but that's the reality today. I think with those kind of changes that AI is bringing in, I think there are two things that are going to happen. Your lead time to from identifying a molecule to delivering, which is today somewhere around 10 to 12 years, is probably going to shrink quite quite a bit. It would not be very ambitious to say if it's going to shrink by at least 50%, which is good for humankind and people and patients who are waiting for the medicine. Okay, AI, specifically in these kind of things where you have unexpected interruption. Right? Previously, what companies used to have is a business continuity planning, a network strategy, and how you go about it. Today, what happens is AI helps us kind of act very fast. AI actually kind of helps us tell where exactly what is the better way to do. You got platforms which are exploited by most of the companies, which kind of give you models on coming up with the best way, not relying only on the experience and not taking away anything from anyone who's experienced, right? But coupling AI power with the experience that people already have is going to help us. It could be another Suez Canal, it could be West Asia crisis. The way we are reacting and responding to crisis and the time it takes and the outcome based on the decision that we are taking are probably at least 5x better. First, talking about pharma industry, I think it's just very close to even chemical industry. What happens is pharma industry is one of the industry where sustainability should be baked in. I mean, personally, that's my view because of the kind of emissions that we have to produce the drugs. Science-based sustainability targets is key. If you really ask me, when you kind of break it down, previously people were using it as well. If you kind of break it down, doing scope 1, scope 2 is probably tough, but achievable. Scope 3, scope 4, that's where becomes very difficult. Where AI is helping is it's kind of helping us normalize it. The way we can really get through the scope 3, scope 4 in a chemical industry or a pharma industry. I'm not talking about AstraZeneca, I'm talking about in general. That's where I think AI is going to play a major role. I think the biggest one, which is the toughest one to achieve for any company, is lock the vision. I'll tell you why it is very difficult to lock the vision, just because the pace at which AI and technology is changing. I think we need to lock that vision, point one. The other one that I would say is the mind shift change from a leadership perspective from adopting AI to getting benefits out of AI. Today, we've been talking about what is the adoption of AI, how many people are using AI, what is the productivity, what is gains out of AI. I think we are at a stage as an industry, not only in pharma but outside pharma, where we look at, okay, what is the outcome of what has been done? Productivity cannot be an outcome. Productivity should be faster delivery. Productivity could be reducing turnaround times. So I think we need to have a larger vision. I was privileged to work in companies and teams where, we had those kind of visions where AI is an enabler, but not the end game. I think that's the mind shift. AI is here to stay, and AI is only an enabler. But what is the end game is something that we humans have to define.
Right.